Welcome to our culture and retention systems. This is a part of my business that I am the most passionate about. I love the people that work with me. I appreciate the people that work with me. I also want to make it a place that they love to come to work. I don't think there's anything worse than living a life and going to a job that you don't love or enjoy. And not only that, it's just a rough place to work. It's always been ingrained in me, and it's come from other companies I've worked at that I've had great culture. I've wanted to replicate into my business. And so I've always made this a priority. And so I want to share with you everything that we do inside of Tyson Media and then help you find your culture, help you find your voice. Because culture isn't just a nice to have, it's the foundation that determines whether your team thrives, collaborates, and stays committed to your vision. I'll let you guys read through the introduction on the PDF. We're just gonna cruise through that. These are all the different sections that we're gonna go through. So I'll let you look at that. But first thing we're gonna start with is the value of culture in business. So let's first by defining what company culture is. At its core, company culture is the shared set of values, attitudes, and practices that define how your team works together and interacts within the organization. Think of it as the personality of your business. And that's the best way I can think of it. My personality is coming through in everything that we do. It's the way I would want to be treated as an employee. And I try to make sure that all of this is implemented into our business so it's a great place for people to work. So why does culture matter? Productivity. It helps people perform better when they're happy. That's just natural. When you're happy, you perform better, you work harder, you're more collaborative, you're more creative. And that's a huge part of what we do in this industry is being creative. And if you live in a place that just sucks the life out of you, it has a terrible culture, it's hard to be creative and excited to come to work every day. Employee satisfaction. Turnover is a big thing in any business. And fortunately, Tyson Media has retained the majority of our employees, and I've been so grateful for that. I've got people that have worked with me since the beginning, and they're still here growing with our business. And a lot of it comes down to culture. Yes, making money is great. Yes, having awesome clients is great, but it's also great to have a great place to work. And it's one of the reasons that we're in this studio and this place is I want people to feel like when they come, they're in a creative environment and they're also part of an amazing team. And retention, I touched on that a little bit, but it's not just about keeping employees, it's about keeping the right employees. And when you have high retention, it means less time training, less time you have to spend on things that you don't need to spend. It's so much better when you have employees that have the same vision and you can grow together and grow each other's careers and grow each other's lives together and not have to continue to train and rehire. So the ripple effect of culture is cool because not only is it great for your employees, but it's also great for your clients. When they can see that your employees and your partners and your contractors are happy through Tyson Media every time they work for your business and they see that the culture is awesome, it just reflects great work and it makes those relationships even stronger because they want to work with a cool company, right? People that are happy and having fun. And then your reputation will grow and people will start to talk about the place that they work as a great place to work, and it just attracts other talent. And so it naturally recruits other team members. So now we want to start by defining your culture and what that looks like for you. Everyone's got a different idea of it, and we're going to flesh out the majority of how to have a great culture in the rest of the courses. But in this one, let's talk about things that you can actually do to define your culture. So what kind of environment do you want to create for your team? What values are most important to you? How do you want your employees to feel about coming to work every day? Answer those questions and you'll start to figure this out. So here's some actionable exercises for you to do. Reflect on your vision. And this a lot of comes from your experience. Like my experience coming from the company Nomadic, they had amazing founders that had an amazing culture. And it was so based around living your best life and living life on the move. And they did these awesome company activities and they had great in-office events and just the camaraderie and the culture was so fun that I was like, this is exactly what I want to replicate into my business. So reflect on your vision, also think about your experiences and think about places that you've worked. I've had toxic environments. I've worked at large corporations that the culture was so toxic that it was just negative. And when you're creative, that just sucks the life out of you. And it's really hard to do a good job when that's the case. And then ask the right questions. How do I want my team to collaborate? What behaviors are essential to success in my company? How will I handle challenges like conflicts and underperformance? These all go into culture. Create a list of cultural values. Here's some examples. Respect and open communication, creativity and innovation, accountability and trust, fun and camaraderie. And all these things are great, like written down, right? But you actually have to do it. And so envision your culture in action. Think about how these values will show up day to day. So bringing it all together, culture is the glue that keeps your agency together. It's going to reflect on your employees, it's going to reflect on your clients, and overall the longevity of your business. It'll show up in the projects that you create and the people who help bring your vision to life. And now we're going to jump into the real systems and processes that make your culture not just an idea, but a lived experience.